am Sue Webley. Welcome to another episode of Inspire. Good morning to you. Welcome to another episode of Inspire. I see y'all coming in. Come on in, y'all. I see you joining me on Facebook, joining me on YouTube. I see the folk from Instagram. Hey, Instagram people, joining me on Instagram. Where am I also? On LinkedIn. Good morning, LinkedIn. Good morning. I see y'all coming in. Hey, Dr. Marilyn Pagan Banks, it's so good to see you, sister. Good morning to you. Hey, brother Chuck Hunt, I see you. Maya, good morning to you. My brother Dave Tony, good morning. Hey, do me a favor, start sharing this out because I'm so excited about my conversation this morning. Quita is on, good morning. So excited about our conversation, get ready to come up. Do me a favor, share it out. Tell a family member, tell a friend, share it out on your social media platforms. Tell them to come on in and join us in our conversation this morning. If you just stumbled upon this show this morning, you don't know who the hell I am and what Inspire is. I'm your host. I'm Sue A. Webley. I'm a creative, an award-winning minister. I am an entrepreneur. I am the founder of Cara Solutions, LLC, which is a full digital service agency that helps individuals and organizations navigate the virtual space with confidence. And so if you're just stumbled upon Inspire is a live interview style broadcast on a mission to embolden individuals to create change in their personal lives, their communities, and in the world. And so as our guests, the folk that join us in conversation, our entrepreneurs, our influencers, our creatives, and others, share their testimonies, their tips, and their tools with us. We hope that you are inspired to elevate your mindset, to pursue your dreams, and to do, as the late Dr. Katie Geneva Cannon put it so eloquently, the work your soul must have. Right now, again, we are live on Instagram, we are live on Facebook, we are live on YouTube, and we are live on LinkedIn. Right now, we're also live on X, but I have a love-hate relationship, more hate these days with X. So we'll see how long while we go live on X, which is why I haven't been promoting it too much. But I want you to do me a favor. I want you to connect, follow, like, subscribe. Hold on for a second. I don't know what's going on with my voice. I don't know what's happening to my voice, y'all. But I want you to connect, follow, like, and subscribe. Do that at Inspire with Sue W. Inspire with Sue W. I am, traditionally it was at Cara Solutions LLC, but I want to build up the numbers on my Inspire with Sue W pages. So connect, follow, like, subscribe on Facebook and Instagram with Inspire with Sue W. As always, you can head over to the website at www.getinspired.live and subscribe to our newsletter there. You could also listen later on Amazon Music, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, and Spotify. And we are Inspired with Sue on all of those platforms. So listen, if you've been coming here any amount of time, you know how I do. What are you sipping on this morning? What are you drinking? What is in your cup? Tell me what is in your cup this morning. Who else is coming in? What's in the cup? So I'm traveling. I'm not home, as you can see from my background. So I don't have coffee in my cup yet, but I do have some orange juice. Okay. So why? Wait a minute, Maya. Maya said she got some Pepsi. Listen, I'm not judging you. I'm not. If that's what if Pepsi helps in the morning, child, that is good. I'm gonna take a sip of my orange juice. I don't got a fancy cup. Y'all who want to send me a cup so I can promote it and sip out of it on Inspire? Let me know. I'm gonna sip my orange juice. I don't deviate much. Hey, coffee and water. Dr. Marilyn says coffee and water. Now you know me. I don't deviate much. It's either some water, some orange juice, or some coffee. I'll do tea as well. I was raised on tea. I often tell the story that I didn't start, we're from Yard, right? So I was raised on tea and tea drunk in the British way, which is tea with milk, right? Or tea with, condensed milk or condensation milk. And so I don't deviate much from, it's very rare that I will drink a soda. It's either coffee, tea, orange juice. I might do some apple juice too if I have the if I'm in the mood for it, or orange juice. So those four things. I don't deviate much. Quita says, oh, Quita said her well is dry. Her well is dry right now. Quita, I need you to get up and get some of that well. You can't have a dry well, child. Maya says that that was the only thing left. Listen, Maya, I'm not judging you for that Pepsi. Peter, hey, Peter, how are you, brother? You drinking water? Come on, Instagram people. Shakira, you're in Virginia, okay? Drinking coffee. All right, all right. Listen, thank you for letting me know what you're sipping on. Listen, I'm getting ready to come out with a coffee line, y'all. I want listen. This. I'm putting it out in the atmosphere, and I'm putting it out, publicly. So I want a coffee line because I always talk about that. I love coffee. I do also want to do tea, and I'm going to do some mugs because I always have a good mug here on Inspire. So yeah, look out for that. Look out for that. I'm not messing with Queen this morning. Talk about my well was almost dry. I'm going. Or was that Maya's well? Somebody's well was almost dry, but I'm not. My well is not dry. I am filled to the overflow. Hallelujah. I am filled to the overflow. We thank God for that. We're going to go into our conversation today. I'm so excited. So before I introduce her, let me tell you what is happening. So we have been speaking with women, doing work in the public square, women making a difference. And one of the things that I did for Women's History Month was to open up promotion to women-owned businesses for free throughout the month of March, celebrating women making a difference and celebrating Women's History Month. And we have had like such amazing response to that. As a matter of fact, because we've had such an amazing response to that, I'm going to extend it through April because April is Black Women's History Month. And I'm so excited because I have the founder of Black Women's History Month joining me next week, Saturday. The person who founded it in 2016, she'll be joining me next Saturday to talk about Black Women's History Month. So we're going to expand it throughout the month. And my original guest could not make it today, and I said, what would it look like to have those that we've been spotlighting during the month to join me? And I'm so excited to have Joie Antoinette, who is the owner and creator of Whip Things. Now, if you were with me last week, you already know I sung this thing's praises. Okay, that body butter and that scrub will bless your life. Somebody said will bless your life. It will bless your life. Oh God, I got the pink lemonade one. And listen, you have to experience it. My words are inadequate. They fail me because You have to get this thing for yourself. So I have the founder and creator, the owner and creator of Whipped Things. And so Whipped Things is a skincare line crafted by its founder, which is Joie Antoinette, in the comfort of her dining room. We're going to talk about that. The expanded collection currently offers body butters and scrubs, both formulated with minimal ingredients and featuring nourishing shea butter as a key component. Embracing the adage black don't crack, the brand emphasizes the importance of diligent skincare routines. And so we want you to let Whipped Things become your trusted companion in nurturing your skin. As we get ready to meet Joy, let's take a look at a video she did back in October. She was talking about starting over, starting over.
There is absolutely nothing wrong with starting over, whether it is a new job, whether it's love, whether you're embarking on a new life alone, it does not matter. Start over. You owe it to yourself to start fresh. There's nothing on the planet better than starting new. I have been in business 5 years, and I'm doing this myself. It does kind of feel like I'm starting over, but I'm really just starting something new. But I'm starting over. I have to market differently. I have to really put my feet to the ground running. And the space that I'm in, I never dreamt I would be there. But I am starting anew and I'm starting over. There's nothing wrong with that. You deserve to see the best version of yourself, whether you're a dancer, singer, actor, whatever. Whatever starting over looks like for you, do it. You owe no explanation to anyone. If it's been placed on your heart to do something, you need to act on it. That's what you're meant to do. Do it. Start new. Outsource help. Whatever you need to do, just make sure you do it. If you have kids, they deserve to see all the versions of you. And in that version of you could be you starting over. It's important that they learn that it's okay to completely start over and do whatever they need to do again. Start over. Start now. Even if you got to start today, even with some, it takes a little step, even if it's making a phone call or writing a letter. That's the step you need, or just going outside. Start over. You'll be just fine. A nervous wreck, I'm not going to hold you, but you'll be just fine. Cheers to starting over. Cheers to starting new. I think my new start is going to lead me to Forbes, and if it does, I'll see you there. But please, start over. But while you starting over, shop Whip Things. It's an amazing product. Start over. Bye.
Good morning, Joy.
Good morning. Good
Oh my goodness.
morning.
Oh my goodness. It's so good to have you here. I loved that talk about starting over. And it truly blessed me, which is one of the reasons I wanted to show it this morning.
Oh, I'm glad.
Because yeah, because sometimes, especially with those of us who are entrepreneurs, right? We hit rough patches sometimes, and we're going to talk about your challenges later on. But we hit rough patches sometimes, and many times we just want to give up. And it's important for us to know that it's okay to begin again.
It's
And
perfectly
so,
fine.
yes,
There is no shame in starting over. Sometimes we beat ourselves up for that.
yeah,
Like we're our own worst enemy when it comes to progressing in this life.
hmm,
And I had to learn through therapy. Therapy does work, people. I go see that lady every week. I have to. Screws are loose, honey. I'm
hmm,
creative, but the screws are loose.
hmm,
But I was feeling bad because I'm like, I feel like I should be further. And I'm like, no, I'm where I'm
yes,
supposed to be. I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be.
hmm, hmm. And that's important for us to know. That's important for us to know. So that certainly blessed me, and it reminded me that it is okay. That there's no shame in it, like you said. And so I had to share that with our Inspire audience this morning. And the people are still coming in, and I hear that your mother is on. Say hi to your mom.
Hi, mommy. Hi, mom.
Listen,
She's
it's so
my
important.
biggest. Listen,
Listen,
she when it comes to support, my mom is my biggest fan, my biggest cheerleader. I'm grateful for that. Everybody can't say they got support from their mama, but
mhm.
I do 110%.
Yeah, yeah,
My
yeah, yeah,
grandma's gonna find her way on here somehow. Somebody gonna have to navigate it for her, but she might make an appearance soon.
the support from our families is so very important. So, good morning, Mom. Thank you for joining us. Ooh, I see you here. Now, my voice is doing something. Give me a second. I'm trying not to keep clearing my throat on the air. So if you see me pause every once in a while, it's because my voice is trying to do something funky. We send this back to dry places in the name of Jesus. Okay, whatever this thing is, you got to go. Amen. Dr. JB Edie, so good to see you. I see all of the people who are on following you, supporting you this morning, Joy. You have such a wonderful village, and it is good to see. It is good to see. And
I
I
might
pray
start
that,
crying.
yeah,
Please don't keep telling. I'm a
listen, they're
cry
telling you that they're
baby.
proud of you. Your cousin is on. Listen, the people are proud of you. And this is wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Thank you, y'all, for showing us today what support looks like. Thank you for showing us what support looks like. So before we went live, Joe, I asked you what you were sipping on. You said you had a little bit of water.
I
So
had
I'm
some
going
water.
to get into
Some
our
water.
conversation about whipped things, about whipped things. Your auntie is on. Let's say, come on in, family. Come on in and share it and share it. What inspired you to start with things?
I'm just gonna be very honest. No, I had no desire to have a skincare line. Whip things is something that was literally placed in my lap.
Mm,
It it I'm gonna be honest, I was inspired because I got ashy. I had ran out of some lotion and I'm a preacher's kid. And with that comes people like to gift your family different things. And somebody had gave my grandma some shea butter. To this day, I don't know why. I don't know what conversation she might have had. And somebody said, "Hey, let me give you this." And I found it because I was being nosy. I was going through her stuff, and I'm like, she gotta have something. And I was like, "Are you using it?" She said, "No, somebody gave it to me." I took it and I fell in love with it. And at the time, I was transitioning from beauty school going into the salon. And I started using shea butter often. And then when I was in beauty school, we learned about essential oils and stuff like that. Most of my teachers were like a bunch of hippies. So they were with essential oils and incense and all the things. And so I went to McCormick Place. That's where they used to house the hair show for hairstylists. And I saw a lady whip it. I'm like, oh, bet I can do that too. And it started off as a hobby for me, just doing it for myself. Then I started to give it away as a gift. Then I started to sell it. And one of the first people to buy it is actually here. Quita's here.
yes, Queen is
She's one of the
here.
first people to buy it. And I got overwhelmed. I kind of stopped. I put it down. I came back after my grandmother got sick.
Mm-hmm.
She's a cancer survivor. We're so proud of her. And I needed some extra money. And I had put it down because I couldn't handle the overwhelming ask about it. Like I knew I can when I look back on it now, I knew then I had something. I can't even think of something I ever had that people kept, when you gonna sell it again? Do you have what you do you have what I'm like, okay, that's a lot. So I heard the Lord say 3 times to go back to the shea butter. The first time I ignored it. I said, Lord, send me another job. Second time I ignored it. And the third time I was like, okay, you can't be talking to me, because I couldn't, the demand of it drove me crazy, and I
Mm-hmm.
relaxed. I kind of felt at peace. I said, Lord, if this is meant for me to do, hold me in the palm of your hand to do it.
Yes.
And though what I'm learning, if it does, it always looks like he's not holding us because he's not holding us in the way we want to be held, but the whole time we're still being kept with our business. And he's done that. Like, even if I'm not making no money, because people talk about you'll have a $10 day. No, let's talk about a $10 week. Well,
Come
that's
on.
all you've made. That's still him in a way keeping my business. I could have made nothing. And so I'm inspired because I got ashy. And I there's a need for me and I love it. I've been a person as a kid. I've always been creative, always doing something with my hands.
Yeah.
So I was inspired because it was fun to me and it was a
Mm,
need for me because
mhm,
I needed
mm,
it and I realized other people did. So the people
yes.
inspire me, more
Yeah.
importantly.
Yes. And folk are agreeing with you. Listen, there's something about hearing God three times.
It was three. The first time I take the first time I turned it wrong. The first time I said, I know you ain't talking to me. Like legit. And if
Mhm.
people that know me personally, that's how I speak. I was like,
Yes.
I literally looked around like, just send me something else I could do where I could just get a paycheck and I don't have to hear every other Sunday or whatever. I was just, I'm not gonna lie, I was just at my wits end. I don't want to hear that. Just
Yeah.
say hi
Yeah.
to me first. Like,
Yeah.
I just wasn't that label, just push it out. And then I got to a place where I was being kept. I could get it out. I can meet
Hmm.
with the demand. So,
Hmm.
and now I'm
Hmm.
here.
Lord, we thank God for that. We thank God for that that call three times. When the third time comes, that means it's
That
serious.
means I'm not gonna call you no more, and you need to answer this call, or okay.
If you ever had your mama call you three times, you know that third
Not in
time
my
is just
house.
about.
Not in my house. Angela stays my name, my full government. That's I need to move because whatever. Like not in my house,
Mhm.
not more than three times. No.
Listen, I'm seeing people coming in saying, "Hi, Joy, I need whipped things." We're gonna tell you how to get it if you don't already know. We're gonna tell you how to get it. They're saying that there is certainly a need for your product. They are agreeing with you. Come on, heard the Lord. Listen, listen. They totally said, "Speak."
I wish I could see the comments. I really do.
Oh yeah, because you're on a mobile device. Are you on mobile or tablet? Yeah, so
My mom.
yeah, it's hard for you to see the comments on that. But don't worry, I will let you know what those comments are
Okay.
because I need you to know just how much you're being supported and being agreed with today. So you started with things in your dining room,
I did.
right? So
Yeah.
how can you talk more about that journey? Um uh how it has evolved from your dining room, right, to where you're making it now.
Well, I'm still in my dining room.
Oh, come on, Donald.
And that's
Listen.
fine. Except we're in a whole new house, which is a blessing. But I'm still in my dining room area. And everything just comes full circle because I used to do arts and crafts stuff in my dining room areas when I was a kid.
Hmm.
So now I'm running a business out of my dining room. I
Nice.
used to hear Joy move your stuff out the dining room. Move your stuff out the dining room. So now my stuff is there and I don't hear move your stuff. I hear, oh well, that's your workspace. It is what
Mhm.
it. I run it's out of my dining room. It started there because I had nowhere else. And it's just the comfort about it. I can't really describe it.
Yes.
Um it's my home is a peaceful place that
Hmm.
it is curated for peace. And as I make my butters, I don't even make if I'm not even in a good mood, I don't make nothing. I don't go sit in that dining room space.
Hmm.
Because I want you to feel good energy when you put on my butters and scrub. I
Yes.
pray over my product. So you are covered by somebody, some people that they even met me yet. But my prayers is for my products to help and not hinder. Um, I'm ready to move past my dining room and go into a warehouse. But what's crazy is I don't even feel, some people say they work from home, their workspace makes them feel overwhelmed. No, I get excited, you
Hmm.
know. So the only thing I say really with my business as far as working in my dining room, as far as evolution, I'm out of the deli tubs. When I first started, I was buying shea butter from the beauty supply and
Hmm.
whipping out of those, because they come in those plastic deli containers. And
Yes.
I was shipping product in those. And then I went to Gordon's, and that's a food service store where you get lunch. The lunch ladies get the supplies. I was getting them from there, and they were there 8 ounces. And
Hmm.
I remember the day I finally was able to make that transition into the jars I have now. And we're making a transition again. I'm
Okay.
going into 10-ounce jars. So that's the biggest change. And I went
Hmm.
from writing on a label to printing out my own labels and Whip Things has had a few changes, and we changing again. We're forever expanding.
Hmm. Every round goes higher and higher. Listen, we just said, go place your orders now. Pound cake, pink lemonade, and peak hot me ups. Hot me ups. Let's see. You are surrounded by love. Brianna says yes for the future 10-ounce jars.
Hi
Oh
guys.
my gosh. Oh my gosh. And folk on Instagram are also chiming in. And Brianna said she posted a link. Don't worry, Brianna, I'm going to post it to all of the platforms. But thank you for posting that link. Go ahead, listen. If y'all have the link, go ahead and post it. I'm certainly going to post it to all of our platforms as well that we are streaming on. So Joy, what would you say sets your whipped butter? So you talked about the fact that you prayed over it, how you have evolved and where you source your shea butter. But what else do you believe sets your whipped your product, right? Set your product apart from the other skincare products on the market.
My product has less than 9 ingredients. If
Hmm.
you go into your hotel bathroom right now and you turn that lotion around, you are going to see at least 20, maybe more ingredients on that one ounce bottle or maybe 4 ounce bottle lotion they give you. I don't have that because your skin doesn't need much.
Hmm.
Um, it depends on what your skin is doing. Then, of course, you might have to outsource more moisture for your skin, or you have maybe eczema or you cystic acne. All kind of things play a part in what you will need for your skin. But that's as far as product. But I'm talking as far as ingredients. I have less than 9, and it has helped many people with the minimal product, with the minimum ingredients I have. That is what makes me different. You won't find anything like that that'll help you to such an extent that has less than 9 ingredients. And I
Hmm.
pride myself on that. Now, I'm always constantly doing research because the beauty industry is ever evolving. There are people that's just, I'm finding out about new different skin, diseases and things. So I'm constantly researching what I can put in or take out. And that's what sets me apart. I
Yeah.
have less than 9 ingredients and it is going to carry you through the day. The scent is marvelous. It doesn't smell cheap. I pride myself on buying the best fragrance oils that they have to offer. My fragrance oils that I buy, baby, they not cheap.
Hmm.
Inflation is a thing, even for the
Yes.
business owners. So I pride myself on just having a good quality product and having less than 9 ingredients, which is my biggest flex.
Yes, yes. Come on, big flex. I love it. I love it. So how important is skincare,
It's
especially for skincare overall, but especially for I'm going to say especially for Black women, for Black people in general, for people of color. How important is skincare? Is having a
very
skincare regimen?
it's very important. It's very important. Like I stated in what I sent you, they say black don't crack, it can and it will if you do not take care of it.
Hmm.
You just have to take care of your skin. We were lied to and told that we don't need skin sunscreen. Yes, we do.
Yes.
Yes, we do. That sun, you outside after cookout, you doing your best 2 step with no sunscreen on, baby. You are gonna turn into a banana. You
Mm.
have to protect your skin. You do.
Yes.
It's very important, especially for men. I love to see more men getting into skincare, baby. You got all that beard, but you gotta exfoliate. You
Mhm.
do. You do. It's important. It
Mhm.
keeps the longevity and elasticity, everything. It will help to the as we get older, as we age,
Yes.
it'll help preserve and protect your skin when you are using proper skincare.
Yes.
Just wash your face with a warm rag. That ain't just enough. You need a little bit of soap, something. And you also need to put the moisture back in what you took
Mhm.
out. So
Mhm.
that's why it's very important for everybody.
Yes, 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 yes. Thank you so much. Listen, uh, yeah, I hear you, niece. I will do better.
Do
It's,
better. Do better.
for the
I wonder
longest
which
time,
aunt that is, but do better.
Evelyn, is it Evelyn? Oh, is it Elvin? Is that maybe that's not an
Oh,
auntie.
that's
It might be an
Elvin.
uncle.
That's
Yes.
that's my uncle and auntie Elvin and Anita. Yes. Please do
Okay.
better,
Okay.
guys.
I saw that extra E in there. No, my brain put the extra E in there, so I do apologize, Elvin. Brianna says, "Listen, because I'm I'm able to be smelled by people before I even walk upon them. They are here singing your praises." Kia says, "It's the lemon lavender for me." Oh, I need to try that lemon lavender.
That's becoming one of my best sellers too. People are
Oh
really
my goodness, that sounds so good. And I know that lavender has this calming property. So oh my goodness. Quita says, you know what? Quita says I walk around smelling like a cup of diabetes.
hey, listen, do it. Please. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Instagram, I see y'all. Good morning, good morning, good morning. We are speaking, everyone, with the fabulous Joy Antoinette, and she is the creator of Whipped Things. And the folks are here the singing your praises. As a matter of fact, let me go ahead and take a break right now to showcase our women businesses for today and for the next week. And then we'll be right back with some more conversation with Joy Antoinette. All right. Listen, this has been so inspiring already, and I'm grateful that Joy was able to be on with us today. I don't want you to go anywhere. I want you to stay right here because we're going to have some more conversation with Joy right after the break. But you know what time it is? You know what time it is? It's time to spotlight some women. It's time to spotlight some women. And so, first up, we have the college application specialist, the college application specialist. Tamara Baptiste. She's the founder and principal counselor of the college application specialist, and it guides families and students who value higher education through the college admissions process beginning in 10th grade. So, parents, if you are listening, I need y'all to get with Tamara Baptiste, okay? If you have students that are scholars that are getting ready to begin the process, getting ready, they're in 10th grade and they're getting ready to start looking at colleges, I need y'all to get in contact with Tamara Baptiste. By understanding their needs, their company curates a college list that is designed to see the students thrive without breaking the bank. They specialize in students wishing to pursue careers in STEM, medicine, law, business, economics, and music. If you are a parent and you have children, if you're a caretaker and you have children, if you are a grandparent, whoever you are, if you are a parent figure and you have children who are getting ready to go into the 10th grade or who are already in the 10th grade and they're beginning their this college seeking process, get in contact with Tamara Baptiste. You can reach her on her website at www.thecollegeappspecialist.com. You can email her at info@sayyestcollege.com, and you can call her at 240-283-5458. Tamara Baptiste, the college application specialist. Also, we have another author, Autumn Rain, and she is the author of Time Will Tell, Mayhem in Memphis. Mayhem in Memphis is a memoir and unfolds the compelling narrative of Autumn, a resilient young girl raised amidst the harsh realities of the mean streets of Memphis. Born into adversity, Autumn's life takes an unexpected turn as she faces a series of trials and tribulations that force her to confront the shadows of her past and navigate the uncertain path to her future. Her journey becomes a poignant exploration of survival, strength, and self discovery. Listen, I'm going to get me a copy of this book, and I invite you to do the same. You can find Autumn on Facebook at Autumn Donnie or her author Autumn Rain page, on Instagram at author underscore Autumn underscore Rain, and on TikTok at author Autumn Rain. Make sure you get into that book. Time Will Tell, Mayhem in Memphis by Autumn Rain. Listen, if you joined us late, and you missed that announcement, I am extending the promotion, the free promotion for women owned businesses. We are extending it throughout the month of April because April is Black Women's History Month. Black Women's History Month. And so if you own a business, I want you to send it to me, send me that information, hit me up in my email, hit me up on inbox, and so I can profile you throughout the month of April absolutely free. You can email me at Sue at getinspired.live. Sue at getinspired.live. That is it. We are getting ready to get back into our conversation with the wonderful Joie Antoinette. Welcome back, Joy.
Hi.
So glad to have you here again for us to continue our conversation. So let's talk about frustration. Let's talk about challenges. Let's talk about setbacks. Have you encountered any? Um, and how did you overcome them? Right? You encountered these frustrations and these setbacks. How did you overcome them? And what advice would you give to others facing similar challenges?
I have beyond frustrating moments. I
Mhm.
think I had two very frustrating moments. My two biggest. One was someone completely told a lie on me. And said I refused to give them a refund, and that's not who I am as a businesswoman. One thing about it, I can brag not only on my product but my professionalism. Um, I still have the receipts from that incident. Like I'll never forget that because in that moment, people go from support Black business and I'm gonna support with things to I go to her comment section and there are people talking about me who have never met me. And that was my first time experiencing something like that, and I was really sad. I'm like, I quit? Like I wanted to quit. I remember I made a post. I put the screenshots up, and the support here they come. I whip things, folk. They like, nah. And what happened with that is it backfired. It was like, what didn't she come and get that she's now trying to get a refund on? The people bought what she didn't come get. So it I gave her money back and our money came right back to me. And I
Mhm.
feel like in my opinion, if I was not a good person, if I was doing something shisty, if I was a shisty character, a shisty spirit, it wouldn't have been returned back tenfold. They're like, oh, I'm just gonna shop with you. Don't worry about that.
Mhm.
And I was just beat up on myself. I was like, I didn't really beat up on myself with that situation. It just kind of really hurt my feelings. It was just like, yikes, like you just told to blame on me. And then there's people who I've never met speaking on me and my business. So, another time, I have a pickup box system, and I established this during the pandemic. We couldn't really touch people and be in contact with people. So I had an order or two in a box, and someone came and got the entire box with people's
Mhm.
orders in it. And I was literally losing it because I thought somebody had did something just I mean it is heinous as it is. And so I get a message from the person that was supposed to pick up. They sent their cousin to pick up their order. Their cousin, for whatever reason, came and got that entire box. And she was very
Mhm.
apologetic and was like, I'm so sorry, blah, blah, blah. Still a very odd situation. But those are my two very biggest frustrating moments. I've had bad bricks because I go get a 25-pound brick from Chicago. I've
Mhm.
had to remelt down bricks and do it more than once, and it gets frustrating on this side of the globe with the
Mhm.
small business. And how I do to combat that, I used to get just very angry, and like I said, I used to just beat up on myself. And I had to learn that sometimes things are completely out of our hands. I had to
Yes.
extend grace to myself, and I didn't internalize it as a character thing, or I'm not a bad business owner. I had to speak kind words over me. I had to learn that even though I do work 100% for me, there are still other things that could still hinder me from getting out a shipment, or not being able to move fast. Something's wrong with the brick. So, what I do to combat the frustrations, I just slow down, take a breath. If I need to walk away for a second to regroup, I do that and just speak positive words over myself for a minute and just pray over myself, just try to pull myself together. But it took me a while to get to that place because I would
Yeah.
just be terrible to me,
Yeah.
and the situation could be this big. So
Mhm.
I just learned to just be kinder to myself when it comes to those frustrating moments.
I love it. I love it. Thank you so much for sharing. So let's talk a little bit about your creative process. All right. So when you are developing new products for Whip Things, where do you draw your inspiration from?
I usually like outsource. I'll ask my friends, what are you wearing? What scents are you loving? I try to go back in my head of, because you can smell things from back in the day. You could remember what the smell of that is. So
Yeah.
I always go back to what I love. To make sure I didn't do this scent before and stuff like that. I just I hit the ground running and ask questions. What is everybody wearing nowadays? I'll go read what's in, let's say, Dior Sauvage. I'm like, that's interesting, but how can I make that work for me?
Yes.
But most of the times, it'll just pop like, what if I mix lavender with vanilla? I'll do stuff like that, or just play around with things in my head and I write them down, and then I'll get a confirmation. Oh, that's what I'm supposed to do. That is
Yeah.
where I'm going with this. Okay, that'll work. Because my summer scent that I have coming out, that's going to be limited. A friend of mine, I had this written down. It was in the chamber. I was going to put it out. I am going to put it out. Friend of mine hit me up 3 days ago. I was like, listen, I had this idea and da 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 da. I'm like, all you did was send me a confirmation. I'm going into the right direction. I'm putting that out. I got a photo shoot in the next few weeks for this scent that's coming. So
Mhm.
I'm heading into the right direction. So a lot of times I'm just playing around with scents in my head, and like I'll sit still and like do some research on what could work with what, because I don't want anybody to get hurt, or I don't want something to stink, because some smells do not mesh well at all together.
Yes.
And there are
Yes.
some scents I refuse to make. So yeah, I just do a lot of research to see what's going on in the world and who's wearing what.
Yes, yes, yes. Thank you for sharing your creative process with us. If you have a question for Joy, please post it. If you have a question for Joy, I see wonderful comments coming in. But if you have a particular question for Joy, go ahead and post that so that we can be sure that she has the opportunity to respond to your question. So, Joy, you are a woman of faith, right? That's been very clear since the beginning of our conversation. How does that play into your business? What are your values? What are your principles? What do you stand on when it comes to running your business?
I treat my customers how I want to be treated. Um, Before I was a business owner, I'm still a consumer of many different businesses, and they don't treat you well as the consumer.
Mhm.
Uh, so I'm making my business to treat my clients, my customers, very well, as the best that I can. I also have something I like, an open door policy. If you want to grieve, you got a grievance, I'm gonna open an email and I'm gonna write you back as soon as I can. I stand on treat folk how you want to be treated. That
Mhm.
goes a
Mhm.
long way in business, and it's not hard to do. I greet you and I meet you with respect, and I want that in return, because you are spending money with me. You're ultimately doing me a favor by supporting me. So I try my best to treat people how I want to be treated when it comes to business. I try to sow positivity into my business, so I can get that back. And it doesn't even have to be just money wise. I just want good I just want good things surrounding my business.
Mhm.
I want the buzz to be good. Even if you didn't like the product, you can't say I wasn't professional. You can say
Yeah.
I didn't like it, but her professionalism is A1.
Yeah.
That's fine. If you don't like it, cool. I know, and I'm okay with people not everybody's not gonna like it.
Yeah.
And that's fine. But I'm treating everybody how I would love to be treated. And that's my principle. That's what I stand on.
Mhm. Thank you so much for sharing that. So Are there any women, because it's Women's History Month, and so I'm asking this question to all of my guests, are there any women who have been influential, particularly influential, in shaping your approach to life and work? Who inspires you, Joy?
A couple people. My business as a whole is dedicated to my great grandmother. My great grandmother had beautiful skin until the day, up until the day she died. And because of it's dedicated to her, because like I stated earlier, your skin doesn't need really too many ingredients. My
Mhm.
grandmother's skincare routine was three things. It was Ambi um complexion soap, a moisturizer, and a toner. Simple, and her skin remained flawless. So I based it off of her. But my mother, as a businesswoman, I love to watch my mom do business. My mother's a minister of music and she wears many hats. And
Mhm.
I watched her conduct business, how to do my finances and all that through her. My mother's day starts at 5 a.m. So I adapted how to get my butt up and work so I could have the rest of my day. And before I was worked full time, I'm a retired hairstylist. I got a license, honey. I could do some hair too.
Yeah.
And so the owner of the salon, her name is Kelly Givens. She taught me so many things business wise. She taught me, and she's a colorful person in her speech.
Mhm.
And she used to say, "Our money ain't good money. Every customer ain't gonna be your customer."
That's right.
And I held on to that. She said, "Don't be afraid to tell people no." And so I been influenced by some amazing women in this life.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing. Now, some of those amazing women are on supporting you right now. And so we're grateful for them. How do you prioritize self care and mental well being? You talked about therapy at the top of our conversation today. One of the first words that came out your mouth was talking about therapy. So, how do you prioritize self care, mental well being, and what advice would you offer those who are striving to create that harmony between their personal and their professional lives?
You have to take it. If you see a window to slow down, take it. Oftentimes, people have projected onto business owners. If you look on your news feed, folk, I sleep when I'm dead and da da da. I'm gonna sleep. Y'all not gonna wear me low for no shea butter. I'm going to bed. I'm going to bed. One, because my faith and what's for me was already written in my story. Any opportunity that's for me, I assure you I'm not gonna miss it. It's going to be there for me. Like this today, it was there for me. I didn't miss it. It was meant for me to do it. And so when I have the space, like I said earlier, way earlier, because I tend to get very frustrated, like I said earlier as well, I'm in therapy and my temper will get the best of me because I want this to work so bad. I will step away, get regroup, take a nap, watch something. I regroup and then come back to myself, because when you're frustrated, your judgment and everything is clouded, so you're
Yes.
not going to think through anything you do in the next step. Because the one thing I don't want to do is mess up an entire brick of shea butter because I'm frustrated and potentially mess up someone's order. So I take a step back, be like, all right, you're frustrated. You're not gonna be. You can't even see straight. You're so frustrated. So I take that moment. I get some rest. I regroup. I might go laugh with a friend. I'll go outside for a little bit. But I am in therapy, so I could really talk about my deepest frustrations. And I
Mhm.
meditate on Thursdays and read my Bible before therapy. So that day, Thursday, is really my day I really dedicate to me and getting my mind back on track. Because when I tell you, sometimes making stuff and talking to customers, and you got your own personal stuff, and it's been times where I'm like, I can't just disappear. I have business to take care of.
Yeah.
So I got to take some time and take some space for myself before I lose it. And so I always take the time. Even if it's just an hour, take that hour, put that phone down. And I know it feels like it's so hard, but it's really not. That's you telling yourself you can't put your phone down.
Mm, mm,
That's
mm.
you. You are the reason why your self care is not working. Sometimes it's our fault that we are overwhelmed. Put it down. for a second. Put it down. I promise you the world will not stop spinning. It's going to keep spinning without you. Put your phone down, relax, stay to yourself for a second to regroup, and then go back to work when you're ready.
So that's the end of this program because she has stepped all over my toes.
I'm sorry. You don't take a moment, you don't just stop.
Child,
You have to
I
stop.
have to do better. I know I have to do better at that. And I was like, whew, just the conviction, Jesus was just like, oh, yes. So thank you for that. Listen, today was for me. Today was for me. What advice would you give to aspiring entrepreneurs who are considering starting their own skincare or beauty brand?
Do your research. Never stop doing your research. The beauty trends are changing. Some of it is not going to stick around. I've seen trends come and go because they're just not good. It's not going to help anyone. But do your research. Never stop. Um don't be hard on yourself. I keep saying it because it's true. And also support you. Nobody can support you if you don't. And what I mean by that, you have to post. You have to talk about your product. You have to do that. No one else can do anything with you or your business. They don't know what you're selling. You have to support you. Make your flyers until you can afford to get somebody to make them for you. Do not do things you cannot afford. Do not have, because people, once you get I feel like when you get a business, sometimes people are just excited, so they give you ideas, but people will give you the most expensive idea on the planet. And my suggestion to those people, unless you're going to fund that person to help them with that
Mhm.
idea you gave them, relax. They might not be able to do it this year. They might be able to get to it next year when they can afford to. Don't put yourself in a financial hole to appease somebody who's really not going to even support you in the first place. And so you have this big invoice for something that only one person requested. That's not even going to
Yes.
really help your business in the now. Always appreciate the people that support you now. Forget them people that say, "Oh, I'm support you when you do X, Y, and Z." If you're gonna not support me later, don't even do it at all. Support people. Hold on to the people that support you in the now. When I tell you, I have people that have stuck with me since the deli tubs, like, and that was years ago now. I hold on to them people that are still ride with me since then, and they are what matters. That's what matters. Now you have to branch out, and you will have your target audience. Everybody's not going to be your target audience. Your family may not be your target audience, but don't take it personal.
Yeah.
Your money
Yeah.
is always out, sometimes outside your city and state. I love my
Mhm.
city. I was born and raised in Gary, Indiana, but I know I can reach more people outside of them. So I'm not just marketing just to my Gary people. I'm
Yes.
marketing to everybody. I want to market to the people in Germany. They probably don't even see me, but hopefully one day they will. So support yourself. Share your content. If it don't matter, it might get two likes. Some days I get 15, some days I get one, some days I get none. But at each of those days, I still supported me and posted my content and posted my flyer. So you can never say you don't know what I'm doing.
Yes.
So support
Yes.
yourself. Be kind to yourself. You can do this.
You're talking to me, Joy. I just have to. You're talking to me, child.
I'm
Wow.
talking to me and you because I'm reassuring myself as well. Because after Sunday starts a new work week, and I never know
Yes.
what's ahead of me. So
Yes.
yeah.
Yes. 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 And people are concurring with you in the chat. In the chat, hey Ursula, I see you over there on Instagram. Yes, people are agreeing with you. Yes, support you. Keep at it. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Um, you got to make yourself a priority. Kia says, "Wow, wow. This has been just such an inspiring conversation. What is your dream? What is your dream for what thing?"
Well, My biggest dream, I want to see me in Target. I want to see me in Target. My God, I want to see me in Target. Um, and and it's because I know I can be there. So when I tell you I have this feeling in my spirit, I know I'm meant to be here. I know God didn't give me this business just for me to be selling it as a just in my home state, just be a locally selling shea butter. I know I ship out all over the world and I have, but I know in my heart this is supposed to be, this is bigger than me. And that's why I take so much time with my this. I'm not trying to just make a quick buck, because if I
Yeah.
was, I wouldn't be sitting here. I have a good product and I know I do. I want to be seen in Walmart. I want to, that is a part of my dream, but I want to expand. I want to have a whole self-care umbrella. So I'm trying to expand because I'm one of those girlies who does the whole bath time thing with the candles. And I want to have relaxation trays. I want to do bath rolls. I want to do bath towels for plus size people, because it is something like that out there, but I didn't do it. So it's my
Mhm.
turn to do it now. I want to do
Yes.
bath rolls for plus, because I'm a plus size girl.
Me
And
too.
some of the things we want is more expensive, or we can't really find it, or it's just ugly. It don't have to be ugly. So I have candles now, so that's starting into my Whip Things home umbrella. So I want to be seen. I want to start foundations with my business. And I told God, I said, listen, if this is what I'm supposed to do, I'm gonna do right by whatever funding I have. There are people I want to help, and things I want to put in place. I want to help battered women and children. It's things I want to do. I have a heart to help people. I do, as as much of an Aries as I am through
Yes.
and through. I have a heart for people and I want to help them. I want them to be okay. I want not just their skin, but their mind and souls.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's one of my dreams. I have big dreams. I really do.
Yes. Yes. Joy, thank you so much for joining us today.
No
I
problem.
pray God's richest blessings over you and your business.
Thank you. I appreciate you, Sue.
Over
And the
you
same
and
for
your
you. You
business.
need to step away, honey. Take a minute. This is what you're doing is amazing.
Yeah.
This was meant to happen. I believe in things that are meant to happen. And I'm glad I got to meet you. I thank you for your time. Like I stated, it's rare that sometimes people want to just support a business owner, because we get wrecked with invoices all day long. We got
Mhm.
bills for stuff people wouldn't expect us to have bills for as business owners. And I am extremely grateful for this opportunity. And we thank God for people like you that want to
Oh,
just see Black businesses do better and do their big ones. So I appreciate you today.
oh, thank you. So, is it okay if we raffle off some whip things? Can we raffle off one of your products today?
Sure.
Okay. All right. So let's take that time to do it. Go ahead right now and put hashtag inspire into the chat right now. I'm going to give you a minute. I'm going to give you 1 minute to do it because I want as many people as possible to put that hashtag inspire, hashtag inspire. Make sure it's all one word, right? There's one word. Don't separate. Make sure there's no spaces. Listen, hashtag the hashtag symbol and the word inspire. Make sure there's no spaces. There's no spaces. Okay, so we can raffle off one of Joy's mark. Listen, the people are typing. Come on. Listen. Y'all better type it. Y'all better type it. And we are getting it right. So we are going to support Joy, right? We are purchasing what you're winning today. Okay, we're not. She's not doing this for free. We are purchasing it. And so we're grateful. Now I want to give away the pink lemonade, but whatever you have on, because I think the pink lemonade is it. But you have some other flavors
We
as
can get
well.
I like to bring out my big gun to pull you in. So if it's pink lemonade, that is completely fine. That is my big
Listen,
baby. Um Fun fact, one of my butters was a complete accident.
Oh.
Citrus is actually my first baby. Citrus was supposed to smell like grapefruit, and it did not. Um, and I'm like, okay, so let me mix a couple or more fragrance oils, and that's when I really took off. And then when I got pink lemonade, that hit like crack in the 80s on streets. Like
Wow.
they people look like there are people that bought from me years ago. They'll see me at a function like I still got my pink lemonade. I'll be like from 2018. Oh, interesting, but cool. Uh, but yeah, I like to give out the big baby because she does her big one.
Yes, yes, yes. I don't know how anyone can keep that on their shelves. That pink lemonade. If you don't swather yourself in that thing every day, I don't know what's wrong with you. You shouldn't have it in your possession for no 3 years. All right.
I feel like that's a long time, but okay,
Yes, it is.
I'll I'll go with that.
Okay. All right. Did y'all put the hashtag inspire? Let me just make sure. I wanted to give you all enough time to do that. All right. Let me go ahead and I'm going back and forth to let me go do this drawing. And let's see who our winner is today. Tiffany Moses, congratulations. Congratulations to you. Do me a favor. If you are not already following me, already following Inspire on Facebook, go ahead and do that. Send me a message. I can get your information and I will get it over to Joy so that we can get your product to you. Thank you so much for joining our raffle today. Congratulations. Congratulations, Tiffany. Joy, again, it was such an honor to have you here with us. Again, praying God's choices, blessings over you and your business. May everything that you touch be successful. May everything that you touch be successful. May God make easy and successful your way as you continue with things. I see great things, and we're going to have you back when you get into Target, when you get into Walmart. We're going to have you back.
I'll
So
come back too. I
we are
definitely will.
we are touching and agreeing with you that that will happen above
Thank
and
you. I
beyond
received that.
in your life. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And we'll see you again soon.
Thank you. Bye bye.
It was such a wonderful conversation with Joie Antoinette. Listen, do me a favor, go ahead to www.whippedthings.com and purchase. You will not be disappointed. I'm not talking about something I don't know about. Okay. Her butters and scrubs have touched my skin and I am blessed. Go ahead to www.whippedthings.com. Get your purchase today. We are getting ready to get out of here because we all have things to do. We're getting ready to get out of here. We all have things to do. But thank you for joining me. Thank you for all of you who joined me today, who hung out with Joy and I as we had our conversation. Thank you to my Facebook people, my YouTube folk, my LinkedIn people, my Instagram folk, all of y'all, all of y'all. Thank you so much. Listen, until we meet again next time, God be with you. I would feel like singing, God be with you till we meet again. But until we meet again next time, I want you to stay lifted. I want you to stay motivated. And most of all, I want you to stay inspired. God bless you. And I'll see you next week.